Traditionally, overhead lines and their towers were designed solely to fulfill technical requirements, with little consideration for aesthetics. However, in recent times, public opinion has become increasingly important, leading some countries to incorporate aesthetic considerations into their designs. In certain local instances, highly distinctive tower designs have even been employed. We have compiled a list of some of the most famous or remarkable designs. Amnéville, Les Thermes, France. This artwork is a monumental art installation located on the 225 kV high-voltage power line Amnéville-Montois in France. This striking piece was designed by environmental artist Elena Parochiva, Art Elena. Leuchtturm Lighthouse, Hattingen, Germany. In 2010, 3 art students from Class Laubert in Germany decided to revamp a dull electrical tower by turning it into a translucent, stained glass installation. Titled Leuchtturm Lighthouse, this urban artwork in Hattingen, Germany, was created by Ailhuan, He Ryan-John, and Chung Ki Park. They used cut triangles of acrylic glass to replicate the appearance of traditional stained glass pieces. Photo credit Coloso and portfolio. Colossos, Buenos Aires, Argentina. In Buenos Aires, the Doma Collective has reimagined a standard electricity pylon into a stunning 45-meter illuminated giant. This art installation, featuring neon lights and a robot-like figure with expressive features, comes to life at night. Doma's work highlights the idea that every action generates a reaction, transforming the ordinary into something playful and fantastical. This project encourages creativity and imagination, seamlessly blending urban infrastructure with art. Shall we dance? Doetinchem, the Netherlands. This tower is designed by a Dutch artist. The tower was built next to a 150 kV high-voltage overhead line with the idea that it asks the towers of the line to dance. Unfortunately, for this art piece, the part of the overhead line next to it was brought underground early 2018. Instead of removing it, the municipality placed lights on it, to make it even more visible. Clown towers in Úljartyán, Hungary. Driving along the M5 motorway in Újjartyán, Hungary, one will encounter a couple of electrical pylons shaped like a clown or a jester. These unconventional towers were installed by Maver, the Hungarian electricity transmission system operator. The pylons follow a worldwide trend in trying to make large industrial objects more attractive. Geometrische Durchdringung, geometric penetration, Bochum, Germany. In 1990, the Vereinigung Elektrizitätswerk VEW Dortmund organized a competition to beautify 220 kV high-voltage towers in the Ruhrpark. Heidi Kemper won the competition with her design Geometric Penetration. The spheres emphasize the three-dimensionality of the pole and its design. The penetration of the linear, strict architecture of the mast by the seemingly soft spheres proves that this process does not have to be disruptive, but harmonious, opposing, but complementary, expanding. Landsnet Land of Giants design concept. This design is from Choi Shine and was never realized. The pylon figures can be configured to respond to their environment with appropriate gestures. As the carried electrical lines ascend a hill, the pylon figures change posture, imitating a climbing person. Over long spans, the pylon figure stretches to gain increased height, crouches for increased strength or strains under the weight of the wires. A design that transforms mundane electrical pylons into monuments on the Icelandic landscape. In June of this year, the male and female pylon figures won one of the Boston Society of Architects Unbuilt Architecture Awards. The project was initially submitted for a 2008 competition held by the Icelandic power transmission company, Landsnet, in conjunction with the Association of Icelandic Architects. The Icelandic jury awarded the design an honorable mention. At the award ceremony, Landsnet asked Choi and Shine to submit the design of the female pylon figure, which was shown as a sketch on the competition board. Landsnet expressed interest in building the male and female pylon figures as functioning monuments at the gateway to Reykjavik. Perhaps due to Iceland's unfortunate economic crisis, the pylon figures have not yet been constructed. A patent was granted for the design submitted to the Iceland competition. Deer-shaped towers design concept. This design is from Design Depot and was never realized. Given the shape, the design would require a lot of additional material compared to standard towers. However, it is a truly remarkable tower design. Øygardstølen in Rogaland, Norway, close to the well-known tourist destination Kjerrig in Rogaland are three special design towers. Statnett is the client, EFLA is responsible for engineering project planning, and Widenoja Design, Evo Widenoja, is responsible for the design concept. The masts were finished in 2018, at 32, 35, and 39 meters respectively, are exposed to heavy loads from wind and ice on the current carrying lines and long and heavy spans, in addition to the forces of nature on site. Yggdrasil, Uppsland Väsby, Stockholm, the transmission line towers with the design name Yggdrasil are a Swedish landmark. They were designed for a competition for Svenska Kraftnät. The contribution consists of two 40-meter-high transmission line towers with a scalable design concept titled Yggdrasil, a sculptural expression that highlights the importance of the infrastructure. The towers were completed in 2014 in Upplands Väsby, Stockholm. Germoglio, Italy, Terna wished to improve the environmental impact of their pylons on the landscape, so they invited the competitors to specifically address these issues. The winning design was aiming to change the current industrial soldier image of today's pylons, by creating an elegant shape whose form is inspired by nature. So the form of the steel mast and arms give the Germoglio or Germoglio in Italian, which stands for first green shoots seedling their characteristic image. The contest was held in 2007 and concluded in 2009. Terna installed the pylons along a major energy highway in northern Italy, the Trino Lacchiarella extra high voltage power line, and has them in operation since 2014. Landsnet Arphenotype Iceland design concept. This design was also sent in for the Landsnet design competition in 2008. For maximum strength and stability, the construction method is based on the idea of a tripod. The 3D data is optimally suited to adapt the change of the landscape. The main material proposed for the towers is an aramid fiber matrix bounded with eco-resin through thermosetting, which gives the material stability to degradation, UV, weathering, and wind. The thickness of the material should be changed through the whole system, calculated by software to adapt the stiffness to site location and natural forces like wind. Truly a remarkable tower design. Foster Tower, Terna, Italy. The tower was designed by Arch Foster, who won the international tender Environmental Supports, announced by Terna in 1999. The aim of the tender was to design high-voltage overhead line supports, to be installed in the countryside for a more harmonious interaction with the Italian landscape. The futuristic shape of the Foster Tower requires new construction technique, and project was in charge to develop the structural design and to find the best construction and maintenance procedures. Monopole towers of Penang, Malaysia. A total of 31 monopoles were constructed, with 6 featuring a unique beetle nut style design to reflect local culture and add aesthetic appeal. Tenaga Nacional Berhad TNB has built this 275 kV line of 8.5 kilometers monopole transmission tower, connecting the Paray Power Station SJ Main Inlet Substation PMU to the Light PMU in Penang. It runs parallel to the Penang Bridge. Clearly, there are numerous examples of extraordinary tower designs for transmission lines, showcasing the efforts of owners to aesthetically enhance high-voltage towers. However, it's worth pondering whether these beautification efforts on technical structures serve a meaningful purpose. Is it simply decoration to mask the reality, or does it transcend into the realm of art? Ultimately, for us, it doesn't matter. We appreciate seeing tower designs that stand out, and many of them are genuinely beautiful.